Hi everyone, it's Alexandra from Alexandra Plans, and I'm coming at you with another video this week. This one dealing with my bullet journal supplies. I get a lot of questions as far as what pens I use and things like that. I went over this in my very first video when I talked about my sketchbook flip through and stuff like that, but I wanted to really dedicate this more towards bullet journalists because I think it's a good reference video to have on hand. So I'm gonna go through what I keep in my pencil case here, and what I prefer to use and what I find to be very helpful in keeping my bullet journal organized. So as you can see here, this is my pencil case of choice. This is the Kipling 100 pens case. I had gotten this like last summer. I think it's like a muted gold. I think they usually go for about $45. My suggestion, I've heard that some people have gotten some great deals on these in TJ Maxx and in Marshalls for like $20, like half the price. So I would suggest if you have a local TJ Maxx or Marshalls to check that out first. You might not find the specific color that you want, but hey, I mean, if you're at the right place at the right time, you might be able to score one of these for, you know, half off. So I would suggest that first before going onto the Kipling site. I'm sure you could probably find a good price also on Amazon, but I had gotten this from the Kipling website last summer. It comes with like a little monkey charm. I wasn't too crazy about it, so I changed it up and I switched it out for this little fun little confetti tassel from Paper Princess on Etsy, just to kind of make it a little, add some little pink, because I like pink, you know? So let's open this up and I will show you my writing utensils of choice for my bullet journal. Okay, so the great thing about this pencil case is the fact that it has so much room for my essentials. And I used to just put pretty little pens and things like that, and I felt like I never touched them. So I really put in what I really use. Okay, so I have of course, my Pigma Micron pens in various tips, going from the brush, and then I work my way to the thinnest tip. So I go from 0.8, I have a 0.5 in the pink and the navy. I keep my black 0.5 one out all the time. I don't even know where it is at the moment, but I have my 0.3, my 0.2, my 0.1, and then the thinnest one, the 0.05 in the black ink. Then I have my Uniball Signo pens in white ink. These are great for drawing and what have you, or if you want to add some embellishments onto your black font. I find I'm going to try and do more of that in the month of June, so I'm going to be using these more. This is in a 1mm point. Okay, I had gotten these off of Amazon in a 2-pack. Then as far as pencils go, I don't do anything fancy. I had these lying around. They're my Bic lead pencils in a 0.5mm tip. Okay, then moving on, I have my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens. I had gotten the 4-pack from Amazon, and they come in the brush, the M, the F, and the S size. I've been trying to mix them up between this and the Pigma Micron. I do like these though. They hold up very well, especially against the Tombows and things like that. Okay. And then here I have my Copic multi-liner. Okay, these are pigment ink. Okay, they're water and Copic proof, so if you're using the Copic markers, these won't really bleed through. I really don't use these as much. I want to. That's why I have them here, just to you know, have them on hand in case one day I get curious enough to really use them. One thing I should note is that the Pigma Micron is archival ink, so it's basically waterproof and it'll stand the test of time. It won't fade or anything like that. The Faber-Castell is Indian ink, okay, and it's also waterproof, and the Copic multi-liners are, like I mentioned, they're waterproof and they work well with the Copic markers if that is your preference of choice. okay? So these are my pens that I love, okay? Now going into this pencil case even further, because then back here it's like a whole new world of other stuff. This is where I keep my Staedtler Triplus Fineliner pens in the 0.3mm. I have the 10 pack. 10 pack seems to work well for me right now. Then, let's see, I have some other little goodies in here. this is the eraser that I use, the Staedtler Mars Plastic. I love this eraser. It works great. It holds up really, really well and erases lines very efficiently. Okay, let's go into I have this Stabilo 30.88 Fineliner pens. This is in a 0.4mm. I've started to use these a little bit more, but I keep them in the back here to encourage me to use them more. This comes with 25 colors plus the 5 neon. So I like these and I want to use them more, especially in the upcoming month. Okay. Then let's take these out for a second. Then I have like a little sharpener. I think this came with like a Kate Spade pencil case or something that I had. I have to get a better one, but this works for now. I have this on hand. I have my handy dandy whiteout. And then I use these little Post-its. I use this for my meal planning and my bullet journal. They come in an assortment of colors. I think it came in a 10 pack. So you get the idea. And then like a turquoise in a thing. So I keep them here on hand. Okay, so again, everything fits really, really nice in here. This has to be one of my favorite pencil cases that I've ever had, just because it fits so much. Okay, and also the great thing is that if I feel like I'm not using my Stabilos as much, I could swap it out and I could put my Crayola 36 color pencils. That fits in nicely also. Or if I feel like taking the Tombos out of the pack, I can just add a bunch in there. So, which brings me to, let's zipper this up real quick, okay? My Tombos. Okay, I mentioned in my very first video, these are Tombow dual brush markers. Okay, so they have two brushes, two ends I should say. One is a felt tip, one is a brush. Okay, so as the package says here, okay, they are water-based, they're blendable, and they're acid-free, okay, and they do use them for stamping, lettering, and drawing. So this is a great starter supply if you want to get into hand lettering, okay, but the colors blend so well. Each kit, when you get it, it comes with 9 markers, plus the 10th one is a colorless blender. So this, I've used this one so much, but it allows you to blend the different colors, and it kind of gives you that watercolor vibe in your drawings and things like that within your bullet journal. So I love these. I have like 2 more packs like this. This Jelly Bean pack, I probably use the most because it just has such vibrant colors and what have you, but these are my markers of choice. I love these, and they don't bleed through like Term 1917 pages at all. You have a little shadowing, but nothing crazy. At the end, I'm going to show you the pen test that I did in the back of my bullet journal, just to show you how all these hold up. Okay, then as far as colored pencils, I already showed you I started out with these Crayola color pencils in the 36 count. Okay, they're just all, you have your basic colors. Okay, and then I have my Prismacolor Premiers. These blend a little easier, Okay, I've mixed up all the colors in here, but yeah, this is a 48 count. I got this off of Amazon. So you have a wide array of colors here. And then it comes with 2 blenders, colorless blenders. I have to sharpen them, but there's the other one that I haven't even sharpened at all. But these blend the colors from one to the next to get a nice shading effect if you want to get a multi-dimensional look to your pictures. So these are fabulous and pretty affordable. Okay. So those are my Prismacolor colored pencils. And then the last thing that I have done in my bullet journal are these tabs. I just want to point these out to you. Of course, the notebook I use of choice is my Leuchtturm 1917, okay, in the A5 size, okay. But the last thing I want to show you are these little tabs from Post-it, okay. They are repositionable, okay, and I keep them in the back here in this little pocket, okay. They come in 3 colors, okay, and it kind of works with my whole color scheme here I have going on in my bullet journal anyway with the pink, and they're repositionable. So what I decided to do was I put the tabs on the side here, and then I'm going to put tabs of the months up on the top here that I did here. So I have April and May, and I'm going to do one for June shortly. Okay, and because these are repositionable, from month to month, I can just take them out and then put them in for June, July, what have you. So I made tabs for the pages I reference the most during a month. So about my monthly, my habit tracker, my gratitude log, my challenge, okay? And of course, this one's always gonna stay here, my grocery list. So I have those, and I thought they were really, really neat. So, all right, and then these are the Post-its I was showing you earlier when I do my meal planning and stuff, and I could just, you know, put them in here, and then I can kind of shuffle them around any way that I need to. Okay, so that is basically it for the supplies that I use. And I'm just going to show you the pen test really, really quickly. So what I basically did here, I sped up the pen test because when I went to go back to edit, it took a little longer than I would have liked. So what I'm basically going to do now is I'm going to test out all the pens in the back of my Leuchtturm 1917 to show you guys how the various pens that I showed you earlier hold up to the pages of the Leuchtturm. So what I'm doing is I am going through the various tips with the Pigma Micron pen, starting with the 08 size, which is the thickest tip aside from the brush, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we have the Pigma Micron 05 in a navy color, the Pigma Micron 03, or 03 I should say, Pigma Micron 02, and as you'll see, the tips will get thinner and thinner and more fine depending on your preference. This is the 01. Also, especially if you do a lot of doodling or drawing, it's good to have a pen test like this on hand so that you know what kind of lines that you want depending on the drawings that you're doing and the dimension in the pictures that you want. This is the Pigma brush. And I also have a Pigma Micron 05 in a pink just to try out. Okay, and then I'm going through my Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens, starting with the brush. Okay. Then this is the Faber-Castell M size. I do a little test. Hello. Okay, then we have the Faber-Castell F size. And then the Faber-Castell S size. Then I'm going to show you an example of one of the studdless tripless fine liners in a 0.3 millimeter size. Then I'm going to take a sample of one of the Stabilo pens in the 0.4 millimeter. Okay, then we're going through the Tombow dual brush, the felt tip, and then finally the Tombow brush tip, just to kind of give you an idea here. Okay, and as you can see, it holds up pretty well. There's no shadowing, no bleed through. So these are very, very good pens that I recommend. Please, if you have any questions, comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Okay, and thumbs up. And follow my blog and follow me on Instagram. Thanks, guys.